welcome to another edition of Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. As you know, with Man United, a lot of things have been happening, a lot of things have been going on. I'm going to bring you guys up to date, but before then, while you're watching us, don't forget to smash a like on this video and subscribe to the fastest and best channel in United States of America for United fans and football fans all over the world. Let's get right into it. As you know, from the Sun have been covering Mason Greenwood. I don't know who's leaking it to the Sun. They leaked the news that he's gotten married. They leaked the news he's back with his girlfriend. They leaked the news he is having a baby. They leaked the news he was training. He was seen pictured training in Manchester recently in reference to him trying to get back. It's now June. He's got his hair all grown out. He really needs to get back into training. As we know, currently it's a situation whereby he is getting frustrated because initially the plan was for him to be able to be notified of where he stands after the ownership, but with the Glazers dragging this thing further back and slowing down back and forth, it really has hindered Mason Greenwood because the club thought they'll make that decision earlier, then decide on what they're going to do with Mason Greenwood. The guy's now training by himself. He was seen photographed yesterday with his hair now grown up. You know, social media went crazy saying he's back training Man United. No, he's not back training Manchester United. He's training on his own in a field in Manchester. It's not a situation whereby he's training by Man United because the players. So let me pull this up for you. Let me drag this across. Hold on a bit. So let me read this one out for you, as it says. Moving on, reduce that. Okay. Okay, where are we? Alright. 1 minute. So, the Sun has come to the conclusion that initially they said Mason Greenwood looks worlds away from the Premiership as he trains alone. That was the headline. So I'm just going to read a little snippet. Premier League player for Man United, Mason Greenwood looks the world away from Premiership as he returns to training alone after abuse charges dropped. The 20-man was put through his paces by a private coach at a public sports centre. They're also saying that he was put through his paces by a private coach. It's not got anything to do with Manchester United. He's trying to get himself fit. Summer's coming. I mean, summer's already started. His hair was grown. The suspended Man United player was due to stand trial last year, but still charges were dropped in February. The exclusive pictures of him working on his close control and shooting in a 90-minute session in the £85 an hour pitch. He has his hair grown out since he was last pictured and was not wearing night boots after the firm ended his sponsorship deal. Greenwood, who's expected to travel with his partner this summer, was blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's skip all that. Right, as they're saying, as a source close to him, Mason wants to get back to playing football. It is the thing best, and the only way for him to be successful rebuild his life. He's fed up of waiting around, and his team now expect an answer one way or the other from United. So the Mason Greenwood team are waiting for an answer from Man United to decide what they're gonna do with him. Is he gonna play for them? But my suggestion is this. And don't quote me on this. I would recommend simply is this: loan him out, see how he's doing in his loan environment. If he's doing well, fine, then bring him back. But if you throw him right into United this season coming, he's going to get a lot of abuse, which is going to mentally distort his progress. Because at the end of the day, there are fans waiting for him to step. Going to those away grounds. Oh, Jesus. We have social media now. People will start, because they will put him off. If that's what it takes to put Man United off, they're going to use him as a target and a pawn. So it's not, do United really need that? And on the commercial side, do they really need that malarkey and shenanigans? I don't think they need that. So I would loan him out now, then really mean slowly. But if you want to throw him into the wolves, it's going to be an absolute nightmare for both Man United and for the players' mental health. Anyway, let's switch gears quickly. Breaking news, we have Onana, right? Andre Onana, the Inter Milan goalkeeper. Most of you saw him for the first time in the Champions League final against Man City, where Man City won the treble. You know, yes, you know it goes. So, this is the latest. Onana has agreed to join Manchester United. Onana is the main goalkeeper, is Man United's main target goalkeeper. Are looking as they consider replacing David De Gea, the 27-year-old who was in goal in the Champions League final, blah, blah, blah. The Nerazzurri need to raise funds, that's Inter Milan, by selling players, making Onana is their likely candidate for a move. He arrived on a free transfer from Ajax. That is where Ten Hag knew Onana. He used to work with Onana till things went left. He got suspended. He made a clang out. The fans didn't forgive him. He had doping issues and he was suspended. And the rest is history. But that is how Erik Ten Hag got to know this guy. But on another note, his football distribution better than De Gea. His ball control better than De Gea. His awareness better than De Gea. His shot stopping ability kind of very close to De Gea. He dominates the box a bit better than De Gea, not as good as Peter Schmeichel did. So he's everything United want and what Ten Hag wants in today's football as a goalkeeper. Man United could be his takers, which would allow him to reunite with his former boss Erik Ten Hag. According to Gianluca Di Marzio, who's Onana's agent, has held talks with Man United. So Man United and the agent have already agreed to talk. They've already spoken. The agent flew to London yesterday. And as we are saying, the agent and United have spoken. The agent, Mr. Luca Di Marzio, is Onana's agent. He has spoken to United and they have agreed in principle that Onana will join United. The asking price is 40 million euros. United have offered 35 million euros. So this is the issue. So they're there, and it's also next week is when De Gea's contract officially expires. So there's going to be a lot. Onana has agreed to join United. We know that. United has spoken to the agent. We know that. De Gea's contract ends next week. We know that. He's still going to go to Saudi Arabia, or is he going to stay at United? That's where the key is. Now, let's move gears. He will be an absolute excellent asset and acquisition for Manchester United. Gianluca Di Marzio has warned that Inter Milan will be asking for a fee of up to 50 million euros, which is about 45 million pounds. However, according to United update, United are asking for something less. United are offering about 40 million euros, which is about 35 million pounds. So United are still trying to waggle that price of what Inter have said. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be a difficult deal. If you're gonna sell De Gea, 50 million for De Gea, Henderson 20 million, that's 35 million. You literally add a few millions and you've bought Onana. So let's move on. That's the breaking news coming up. Then let's go to the Mason Mount one now. This one has got some fire, some steam and some flavor to it. Going forward, from all indications, United are now doing the Sheikh Jassim, take it or leave it. This is my final offer. Man United have offered Chelsea 55 million pounds for Mason Mount. Mason Mount has refused to sign an extended contract on his 1 year left. He's not signing any extension. He wants to come to United, even for the same rate that he was getting at Chelsea, which is 200,000 a week. He's prepared to leave Chelsea, change the blue to the red, wear this badge to become a Manchester United player. Erik Ten Hag has seen this guy play and wants this guy because the guy had the loan spell in Holland where Ten Hag was an Ajax, and he said this guy is an 8. He would like the guy's abilities, and he's told the club to get this guy. United offered, this is United offered 45 million. Turned down. They offered 50 million. Turned down. Now they've offered the final bid of 55 million and add-ons. Can United pull it off? United want to get this done quickly. The teams, Fabrizio Romano has said, here we go, deal agreed, deal done. We'll just wait and see. But I'm confirming what they have just said, that United and Chelsea have literally agreed on 55 million. So I think it's just the final bits and pieces, the little bit nitty gritties left on that deal to be officially signed, sealed and delivered. You know what I mean? So that's where we are. While you're watching, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and please subscribe to our channel. Is the logo at the bottom right of your screen, or the link at the bottom in the description. Thank you very much. Well, as it stands now, if we get Onana, we get Mason Mount, it will be good. So we'll now be looking for a striker. If we could pull those two deals off, and we need a striker. Osimhen, I think that's out of the way. Harry Kane seems out of the way. There's the 20-year-old Danish guy who plays for who does he play for now? I've forgotten now. The Danish striker, young guy, 20-year-old, very talented, left-footed. He's a very pressing striker who presses the forwards, and he gets them to make mistakes. So if you look at it, right, United have really never spent money on a striker since Lukaku. Ronaldo, great first season. Second season went left. Cavani, loan. Igala, loan. Workhorse, big loan. That was the one that just didn't bloody make sense. But as people say, his work ethic was nice. But work ethic don't win you the games. Now, I mean, it doesn't. So, we bought Lukaku, we brought Ibra. Yeah, you know, it worked out to a point. But, you know, in the end. But we've not bought any other strikers since then. And that's why we need a striker. To support Rashford. Because Rashford is not a centre forward. Yes, he scored 30 goals last season, but he's not a striker. He's a forward, not a striker. And he can't play. We also in the FA Cup, fellas, he was absolutely woeful and abysmal. And, you know, balls are in the air. He just looked at the man, you know, couldn't be asked. We don't need that. Martial's the only striker left. And he is always in and out of the rehab center. In and out, in and out, in and out. Hokey dokey, do the left, do the right, east, north, south, and west. I don't know where he's with that. Anyway, so that is the breaking news. But I'm hearing, I hope I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing, is the Glazers are still waiting for Sir Jim. Anyway, you know what? I don't even know where to start with this bunch of clowns. The bunch of they just irk my skin. They make me feel like throwing up. They're just, oh God almighty, they're really a mess. So looking at this from a critical angle, it's apparent that United will get Mason Mount, and can get Onana if they just add a few more millions, or just sell Henderson and sell De Gea. And Onana is yours. Andre Onana is a good goalkeeper for the future. 27, a good shot stopper, good football player. Apparently, people say he plays like a sweeper. Kind of reminds people of the erratic Fabian Barthez back in 2001, 2002, 2003 era, whereby yes, he was a bit clownish, great keeper, but he was a bit confused, absolutely confused, man. You know, losing the ball, you know, that kind of shit. But that was then. That was 20 years ago. Football has changed now, so goalkeepers can play out. So anyway, that's the breaking news. Man United looks like the Mason Mount deal seems to be done, signed, sealed and delivered. Onana is the next one they're working on. They just need to meet the asking price for Inter or come close. Inter want 40 million euros. Man United have offered 30 million, which is a bit of a fuss. But I will say this. I'm going to ask you guys, are United the worst team in the transfer market when it comes to big teams? Are they the worst or worse? As it can't sell, can't buy, can't negotiate, can't evaluate, can't this, overpay. Remember Harry Maguire? Leicester said 80. United went in with 40. Right? They went in 50. And still ended up paying for 80. You see what I mean? All that time bloody wasted going back and forth for no apparent reason. You still end up paying 80. You still got mugged. Alright? Remember the Pogba deal? Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Still ended up paying the same amount that you negotiated six months earlier. So it's either these guys are just that clueless, had no clue, can't evaluate, can't negotiate. It just showed the director through that John Murtough are just not good enough. Where is Mitchell? Go and look at Mitchell and see where he's at. See, is he available? Get him to transfer, do your work. Because this guy knows the market, he knows the players, he knows how to negotiate, he knows the right value of players. United undersell, they sell players they shouldn't sell, they sell them for cheap. Just like Iqbal, that one hurt me. Then the players who should be sold, they put a wrong price on them that no one wants them because they're overpriced. They put them such high wages which are astronomically stupid. But this is Manchester United. Jassim, come and save us is all I got to say. Sheikh Jassim, if you are listening to my channel, I want you to please take care of this club and get us back to where we are, which is the top of European and global football. On that note, I'll see you guys on the next one. If there's any breaking news, you know where to go. Just like, share, subscribe on all the social media platforms. I'm Tim Ross, your host. I'll see you on the next one. From me, it's goodbye and good night. Oh, last thing I just remembered. Garnacho is being considered to be given the iconic number 7 shirt, a shirt which weighs heavily on icons. But the people who won it have delivered. I mean, the few who won it have delivered. George Best, solid. Brian Robson, solid. Eric Cantona, solid. Beckham, solid. The one and only Cristiano Ronaldo, solid. Owen, Valencia, Di Maria. Yeah, it was like that, mate. It was like that. And who was the last number 7? I think the Valencia I requested. Can you take it off? Can you please take it off? Yeah. So yeah. And Cavani was 7. Did he do that? It's just there, mate. Just there. But do you guys want Garnacho to wear number 7? Can he handle it? Does he look the right guy? Drop your comments and let's see what you guys say. I'll see you around. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, this is a channel for you and for United fans for breaking news, football news, and anything related to Manchester United and football news. I'll see you guys on the next one. From me, it's goodbye and good night.